It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
The NBA season is in high gear, and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. My companions are Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Clippers as they play against the New Orleans Pelicans. Looking at the last game for the Pelicans, it was a loss to the Suns in Phoenix. Before that, 3 straight victories. They're looking to get back on a winning track tonight. Well, we're going to see Doc Rivers on the sidelines tonight, and there is no doubt he's been a successful coach wherever he's been. This question for you, Kenny. How would you grade his handling of the Clippers roster during his tenure?
Well, it's never easy being both president and the team coach. I mean, think about this. That's a lot of pressure because when the coach isn't doing his job well, who fires him? Not the president. When the president isn't doing his job well, who fires him? It's tough because there's no one to
More levels, more devils. Diesel, airing out the stage like it never.
We're coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. This game is part of the travel schedule for New Orleans. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for New Orleans right now, Davis and Asik in the middle. Tyreke Evans out there with Norris Cole. And it's Pondexter in at the 3, the small forward. Here's good.
Yeah, because of Blake Griffin, the Clippers certainly known for their big dunks, he and DeAndre Jordan. But they can hurt you from long range, too. A lot of three-point threats on this team. And last year, they were 3rd in the league in three-point percentage.
Now here is Davis. Evans outside. Just 5 on the clock. Buried from 15 feet out.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, that was nice.
No doubt. There are assists, and then, guys, there are assists.
Here's Pondexter. Following the basket by DeAndre Jordan. Pierce with the steal. And now the Clippers on the break. Here's Paul. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Paul's got his first bucket of the night.
And a nice 1-2 punch there, guys. Great defensive play and great basket in transition.
Aggressive play, attacking basketball, on the attack, full throttle. I love it.
Now here's Asik. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. The shot by Evans, nobody around. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory, just couldn't come through in crunch time.
Greg, I thought it was a solid effort from them all the way around. I mean, but as you and I know, moral victories are kind of empty consolation prizes. A loss is a loss.
Nice job coming off that screen. Evans has got his second bucket of the game to go. Clippers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Paul kicks to Redick. Jordan the screen. Griffin sets the screen for Pierce. Can't hit. Davis with some nice D.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Pass to Pierce. Griffin dishes to Pierce. Griffin passes to Pierce. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say, of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career.
Sure.
Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
And Griffin sends it back. He lobs it up. Jordan's shot is off.
Oh, boy, that would have been a nice alley-oop.
Boy, really liked the thought on that play, but didn't quite get it executed. Almost made a spectacular play.
Here's Cole. Screen by Asik. And Davis can't get it to go.
Well, the competitive nature was on display early in the career of Pierce. I mean, he has willed his teams to win his entire career and is baffled by anybody who doesn't want to win as bad as he does.
Redick with the bucket.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Pelicans trail by 3. And Cole kicks to Davis. They set the pick. It's deflected and stolen by Redick. Griffin dishes to Redick. Jordan the pass to Paul. And it's Quincy Pondexter with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that competitive nature that you talked about with Pierce, that's really what sets him apart. He had so many great clutch moments in the postseason. Easily one of the most clutch players in recent memory.
Anderson, he's checked in for Quincy Pondexter. Here's Griffin. And too long on the shot. Pelicans trail by 3. Evans kicks to Cole. Evans attacking. The kick out to Anderson. Asik up top. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. And that's now 6 points for Tyreke Evans.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Paul outside. Pass to Redick. He kicks it to Griffin. Pierce the pass to Jordan. Paul outside. Jordan the screen. Paul goes in. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And with a quick break in the action, here's some numbers for Chris Paul. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 9 assists, and 2 rebounds. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
Feeds it to Cole. Davis with a screen on Paul. Kicks it out to Evans. Lets it go. That's in there. Davis with the assist. 8 points for Tyreke Evans. Clippers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Paul with the ball. He's coming off a 19-point game against Utah. Oh! Boom! And nobody getting in the way.
Not at all. Major throwdown there.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. This game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And it wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He has turned the green light on. He talked about quick offense, getting shots off early in the shot clock, and really forcing the action. He also talked about their defense in the open court, saying, don't let them get comfortable in transition. We need to shut down their fast break. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And so here is New Orleans after the Clippers pick up 2.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors' offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
Griffin with the steal. Here's Paul. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. And a wide open look for Lynn. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Lynn's got his first 2 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Clippers?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Now here's Evans. He's got 8. The shot will not go. Some solid defense there from Lynn. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Paul. Here's Olynyk. And the 3 off target.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Here's Cole, defended by Paul. A floater, and so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2. And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I think, had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah,
LeBron James,
yeah,
that would probably
6,
change
right.
the quality of your shots. But both figures did go up dramatically once he got to New Orleans. And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
And the Clippers making a change here. Williams has checked in.
You know, going back to Norris Cole last year, after the trade to the Pelicans, he shot better than he had in his entire career. That and the 2 championship rings he brought with him really helped the Pelicans take the next step in the team's development.
P.J. Harrison's checked in for Paul. And New Orleans also making a change. Tony Douglas is checked in for Norris Cole. Here's Griffin. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And, you know, talking about Norris Cole, this is a young man who still has plenty of upside. His assist-to-turnover ratio is solid. He's a competitive defender. I like where his game is going right now.
And an interesting byproduct of Blake Griffin extending his shooting range in his perimeter defense, Clark, his rebounding numbers have gone way down.
Well, it's hard to have it both ways, Kevin. I mean, the team needs him to keep working on his perimeter game, and if he's out on the perimeter, it makes it tougher for him to get rebounds inside.
And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. Griffin kicks to Lynn. Always going up for the alley-oop here, and Griffin slams it in.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
Here's Ajinça. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Ajinça's got his first 2 points of the night.
And on the topic of Griffin's rebounding, there's another force that helps submarine his numbers. DeAndre Jordan. Over the past few seasons, as Jordan's boards went up, Griffin's have gone down. Now, you'd think with the 2 elite rebounders that the team would finish better than 20th in rebounding last year, but that's another story.
The kick out to Williams, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. J.J. Redick's checked in for Los Angeles. Pelicans trailed by 3. And here's Douglas. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And Anderson kicks to G. Douglas dishes to Ajinça. 6 on the shot clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul.
And back to Griffin for a minute. I think he will soon find a balance between his emerging perimeter game and his rebounding. 7.5 boards a game, far too few for him last year. He's likely to return to double-digit rebounding averages, I think, sometime soon. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Now here's Williams. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Griffin passes to Kid Gilchrist. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And Kid Gilchrist had that very funky jumper coming into the league. And prior to last year, really worked tirelessly. Not an easy thing to do to try to change the entire form and structure of your jump shot.
Jordan, he's checked in for Blake Griffin. Clark for Kid Gilchrist, and a shot. It seemed to be a step in the right direction for his entire offensive game.
Well, Kevin, it was the first year of reworking that jump shot, and the mid-range percentage has gone up as a result. That's positive progress.
Now here's Douglas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's Anderson with the drive. Good D by Jordan.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Here is Lynn following the score by New Orleans. Jordan kicks to Redick. Clippers moving the ball around. Jordan sets the pick for Lynn. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Anderson outside. Passes it to G. Back to Anderson. Takes a three. Rebound by Williams. Clippers leading by 3. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating to the paint. The kick out to Williams. No good off the front iron.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Outside, Lynn. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know